Yeah, sure, Rajshekhar. So actually, in the application, we'll be having all type of elements like text boxes, radio buttons, drop downs, check boxes, date pickers. Okay, so everything will be there. Okay, so drag and drop. So as part of our course, like we'll discuss all the things, but as of now, we'll discuss only few things. It is not possible to cover all the content in 1 hour, right? So we'll take only one example and we'll see. So first of all, you have to inspect this particular element, right? Click on this and click on the inspect. Okay, it will open the dev tools. This is a dev tools. Under dev tools, you will be having the elements. In the elements, this is the HTML code. Okay, so this is a source code for the application. Okay, so with the help of this HTML code, what we are doing, we are identifying the control. So you can take any like class ID, okay, placeholder, anything is fine. But always don't prefer this if you are having any number in that particular control like element. So try to avoid that number. Okay, why means actually it is a dynamic number. Okay, it is like keep on changing. Yes, whenever the control is like the properties keep on changing, that time like we are saying that it has a dynamic property. Okay, static is a fixed one. Okay, there is no change in the particular name. Okay, so we can identify this particular control with the help of XPath. So XPath is like easy, like you can handle the dynamic ways. Even in simpler form also, like you can identify with ID equals to name. Okay, so what you have to do, select one and click on F here. Okay, so how to go with the XPath? Okay, so you need to go with the tag name, and even you can go with ID also. So once you are writing the name of that particular control, okay, you will be getting like 1 of 1. So this is the identification of that particular control. Okay, so you need to choose this and you need to capture somewhere else under your notepad or something. Okay, so actually what we are doing, we are identifying the controls with the help of this locators. Okay, once it was done, we are going to work with the application. So before going to that, like first of all, we have to install the VS Code and we have to install the Node.js. Node.js will be helpful for to
Hi,
work with
Hema.
the
One thing.
TypeScript. Yeah.
Emma, may I add
Yeah,
no?
tell me.
In
Yes.
TypeScript also, we have a absolute and ready to export is available now.
Yes. Yes, it is available.
Okay, as like same as the Selenium.
However, you are identifying the locators, we can take that. Okay. So, but only the thing is like in the simplest way, you can go with the CSS selector and XPath. So we are not using all the things. We can go with CSS selector is very easy, and the XPath is also once familiar with the XPath, easily we can write the. Why means this is a static one. Like XPath is a static one. Like if once control got changed, like it moved also easily. We can identify with the same XPath like locator. Okay. So if easily you are identifying the element with the ID, easily you can go with that. Okay. So not at all a problem. If it is not there only, like we will go with the XPath. Okay. So what all the questions you are having, please be asked in the end of the session. So now what we'll do, see what are the requirements to work with the Playwright with TypeScript is, first of all, you need Visual Code. Okay, VS Code. Requirements, I'm saying this is a mandatory part, like you have to learn in the demo only. Okay, that is why I'm discussing this. So VS Code, it needs to be installed, and Node.js you have to install. If you want to work with the TypeScript, definitely you need this Node.js, Node.js. So easily you can get it from the Google. Okay, all the things, whatever we are using for Playwright with TypeScript, all are free only. Okay, no need to pay anything for the licenses. And after installing the VS Code and Node.js, you need to go with like TypeScript executor also you have to install. Okay, completely we are working in the command prompt only. All these things like we'll discuss from Monday onwards. Okay, all these are the mandatory parts. Without this, we can't able to work with the Playwright with TypeScript. Okay. So once your element is done and also your URL is also there. Okay, so if you want to open the application, so you need to go with the URL. Without URL, we are unable to open the application, right? So URL is mandatory part. So once after this, what we have to do? So we need to go for the VS Code. Okay, when all the things you are adding to your VS Code, okay, all installations will be done in your VS Code, automatically it is going to create one sample file. Okay, this example.spec.ts will be created on its own once you are installing all the content to your VS Code. Okay, so based upon this code, okay, you can able to work with the application. Only the thing is like you want to change the URLs which URL you want to open. Okay, so actually working with the Playwright with the TypeScript, it is very easy when compared to other automation tools. Why means, so almost all whatever the required code we are having, like automatically it will give. See, now I didn't added anything. Okay, once after installing everything, automatically it will create this example.spec.ts. Okay, so if you are creating anything, so you need to create in this format only. Under test folder only you have to create all your test files. Okay, that should be under this format, then only it is going to work. Okay, so if you want to change the URLs and all, you can go with the code like whichever the data it is provided. Okay, so that is one of the advantage we have with the Playwright with TypeScript. No need to install. Even see, with the Playwright with Python also, you are not getting the sample code. Okay, so that is one advantage we have in the Playwright with TypeScript. Automatically it will provide every code. Okay, so what you have to do now here, only the thing is you need to change your URL. That's it. Okay, and what all the steps you need, you can go with that particular thing. Like, see, suppose for example, you have to click on that particular element. Okay, you need to click on that value. So need to provide the name and you need to go with the value which you have to provide. Like this is a path of that particular text box. Here what it is doing, it is opening the Playwright application and it is checking the title, whether the title is correct or not. Then it is going to the page and it is checking for the link and it is clicking that link. Okay, so and it is checking whether we are having the name of installation as visible or not. Visible or to be visible in the sense like it is able to see that installation or not. So once after that, like what you have to do, if you are running the code, we are having some syntaxes to see everything. Okay, so syntaxes for the to run the code. Okay, we can go with that syntax. Only you have to run in the command prompt only. Here also you have to work with the terminal. Always in the terminal, you have to go with the command prompt. So if you'll click on here, automatically you'll seeing so many options, right? But always you will be under command prompt. Then only your code is able to execute. Otherwise, so it will throw some error. Okay. So actually it is in when you are running the code. Okay. So we are using some code. Okay. I will show you which is the code we are using. So actually to run this code, what you have to do, you have the command of npx under the terminal, okay, under the command prompt. So you have to go with playwright executor. Okay, you have to go with playwright, and you have to go with the test file. So when you are working with the file, okay, what you have to do, you need to open the test folder, and then you are supposed to run the code. So you need to navigate this test, and what you have to give, you have to give your file name. So then only it will work. So if you are directly giving the file name, okay, so it will run in the, suppose for example, this is our file name, example dot spec dot ts. So if you are running this directly, it will run in the headless mode, like the browser won't be visible for you. Directly it will run and it will show the report. See, 6 tests it is running. Among that, one by one, it is going to execute what all the steps you will be having. It will execute and it will complete the test case. Okay. So in simple way, we can able to work with this. Step by step will work with this. Like first, to work with the playwright, first you have to go with the TypeScript. All the basics you have to learn, and also you have to learn the OOPS concepts. Then only you are supposed to work with the playwright. Why means the commands which we are using and the framework which we are using. So we need to follow all the things which we are having in the TypeScript, and also we have to we are able to work with the playwright. Otherwise we are not supposed to work, right? So like without basics, how we can go with the advanced concepts? So only for like how can we run the application. So we'll see the report also. It is going to give the command, all the commands it will provide, like whatever you want to execute. So if you want to report, or you want to print in a headless mode, or you want to print in a headed mode, so completely it will provide you the commands. Okay, this also I will provide you what all the commands we can use to run to execute this particular code. So to check the report also, we have like one syntax. So after giving this, it will provide one link. Okay, after clicking on the control, so it will open the link. See what it happens. So it opened the application, and so in 7.9 seconds, it completed the test cases. So this is with the headless mode. If you want to run in a headed mode, so what you have to do, you need to work with that particular code. so that you have to execute in the headed mode. So how can you go with the headed mode? First, we have to exit this. So to quit this, we need to click on Control C. Okay. So now, whatever the command we used to execute, for this only, we are using to run in headed mode. So what this headed mode will do, it will execute your code. Like if you want to able to see this application, so it will be run in that, and also you have to give the uh, uh, like you want to give the advice like to which browser we want to run. Okay, the project equals to the Chromium in the sense like in the Chrome application, it needs to be run. So why it is opening two tabs is parallelly it is going to run the two test cases in your test. Two got passed. It opened the file and checked for the title and checked for the installation is visible or not. Okay. So where you are going to get your report in the, like by checking this npx playwright show report, here you are going to get the report. Okay, we'll go with the link only. So if you are clicking on the up arrow, automatically it will go the, like whatever the syntaxes you have provided, that it is going to provide for you. In this way, you are supposed to work. So if you are adding the Copilot to your VS Code, automatically it will provide the code for you also. So only the thing is you want to learn the basics first. After learning the basics, then only you will understand what is the code it is going to provide for you. It is correct or not. For example, I have one test to open the player, test to open the check the installation is there or not. If I want to write another, sorry. So whenever you are, whenever you want to write the code, so see, automatically, so I want to open the, see, if you are clicking on the tab, it will provide you all the steps. So only the thing is, whatever it provided, it is correct or not. That you have to, you need to modify this, what we can say, locators. Okay. So that many advantages only learn from the basics, and easily we can survive. Sorry. Easily we can survive in this tool. Why means the way which we are working here, it is more easier than other automation tools. That many advantages we have in the TypeScript. So even if you want to execute, like you want to work with the TS also, with the executor, like TypeScript executor, easily you can execute the values like within the timeline, very quick you are getting the results. Okay, even debugging also very easy when compared to other automation tools in the VS Code with Playwright with TypeScript. Why means it is very simplest code. Even those who are not having coding language also easily they can understand what exactly we have to write, what are the commands we are having for the execution. Okay, clear, right?
Sorry for the
Mhm.
interruption, Hema. This is for test case execution.
Yes.
We can
Yesterday,
use for the
yeah.
actually we have write the code for the we are using all locators. We have to write the some piece of code.
See, what we are doing, we have to handle that framework. So what all the locators we are having, we need to maintain in that one file. Okay, so only we are calling that variables, we need to declare under variable, only just calling the variable here. It is hard coded in the sense all the like locators and all we are writing here only, but as of now, like we as a framework
No,
what we are doing, we are
actually
not.
no, Hema. No, Hema. So many people's in this. How many people's we are attending? Only for
Vamshi,
seven
please,
people.
whatever, no, whatever your questions, please ask in the last. Let me complete my flow. It will time consuming is a lot of happening. We'll discuss in the last. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Sorry
Continue.
for sorry for the interruption. Yesterday also same thing happens. Okay. Sorry for that. So you coming to the framework, it is different. Step by step, we have to learn the things from the basics. Okay. So please keep that in a in the mind, and then we'll go with the frameworks. Initially, we have to complete all the things. Basics we have to learn. See, to complete this code also, we have to know the structure, how to work with this code, like how you have to complete all the steps, what all the methods we want to use. So that is the thing we have to learn from the basics. Okay. Somebody asked like how can we collect the XPath and how can we work with the application. So for that sake, I opened this and I explained them. Okay, so we'll go with some basics today. So we will discuss what exactly the TypeScript. So why we are involving the JavaScript here. Okay. So whenever you are individually working with the TypeScript, okay, so without the TypeScript executor, the TypeScript is a superset set of JavaScript. Even you you are creating the TypeScript file also, automatically it is going to add the JavaScript. So after adding JavaScript, you have to run the JavaScript code instead of the TypeScript code. Okay, whenever you are not installed this TypeScript executor into your VS Code, so until unless like you are not supposed to work with TypeScript directly. Okay, so if you want to work TypeScript directly, then you need to install your TypeScript executor to your VS Code. Then only we are supposed to work with TypeScript directly. So first of all, execute how to execute the TypeScript, and also we'll see what all the methods we are going to use for running the code in the TypeScript. Okay. So we'll go for the VS Code and we are going to create one sample file. Okay, new file I'm creating. I'm not creating under the tests. Okay, so I'm creating outside of the folders. Okay, so for TypeScript, no need to go with the test folder. Directly, you can create outside of the test file also. Okay, so I'm creating one new file. So remember one thing, whenever you are saving the file, you have to add the extension of .ts. Okay, so whenever you are adding ts to your file, automatically you are getting the ts here. So to print anything in the ts file, so we are using console.log. Okay, whatever you want to write. Okay, so whatever you want to print in the console, so you have to go with the console.log. So once you are printing, you are decided what to print in the console, you need to execute that in the terminal. Okay, how you can use this, like how can we execute? So I already informed. So whenever you are working with the TypeScript, directly you are unable to go with the command ts. Okay, you need to install the Tosca, sorry, TypeScript executor. Okay, so what we are doing here, so first of all, so to run the command, we are using tsc and this path. Okay, where exactly it is. So if you want to, like if you are added this under any folder, first you need to add your folder name and then you have to add the file. But here directly we have created under the project. Okay, directly we can write the name of that ts file name. So if you are writing like this, automatically after some time, it is going to create the JS file. Okay. See, you want to execute the code in the TypeScript, but what it is happening, it is opening the JavaScript executor. Then how can you execute this? By using Node. By using Node, then you can get the text. So this is the lengthy process, right? So to avoid this, what we are doing, directly we are installing the TypeScript executor and we are running the code. Okay. So come to the TypeScript execute, come to the TypeScript, and what we are doing, we are using the TypeScript executor, that is like TPX, and give the file name. Sorry, it is not installed, I think. 1 minute. 1 minute, I'm going. Oh, sorry, I have used TPX. No, we have to use this TCS only, but instead of C, we need to use TCX. TPX we used, right? So, sorry, I did mistake here. That is why it is not executing. Hello? Sagarika apartments. Sagarika apartments. Sorry, it is stucking somewhere. 1 minute. I will open the terminal. Sample.ts. Okay, so it is the executor which we need to run without the JavaScript. Okay, so when you are supposed to run the code directly here, so whenever your scripts are under tests, then only you are supposed to run your code directly without using any code in the command prompt. Okay, directly you can run from the direct code, it seems. But whenever you are working outside of the thing, like with the normal TS, so what you can do, you are not getting the output here. Okay, only it will show what exactly it has happened, like only the timeline it will show, like how many seconds it has happened. Okay, so that is the thing why we are running from the command prompt. To get the output, we need to run from the command prompt. The code we are using, tsx sample.ts, when you are working with the executor. Okay, this is the basics. If you are having any questions, you can.
Hello, Himlata.
Yeah, Rahul.
What is different between JavaScript and TypeScript?
Actually, whenever normally both are similar, okay, only the thing is the TypeScript is the subset of the JavaScript. So whenever you are calling the TypeScript, it is going to the JavaScript and it execute, like it will create the JS file. Why means, so directly the TypeScript is not having any run capacity, like we cannot able to execute directly without any executor's help. Okay, it will take the help of the JavaScript. Why means it is implemented from the JavaScript. So that is why, like when you are directly using the TypeScript, it is taking the help of. So to avoid such kind of lengthy process, we have to install the TypeScript executor. Okay, with the executor help only, directly you can work with the TypeScript. So you need to take the help of JavaScript only. Both are similar. There is no change in the code. Okay, so but when working with the Playwright, uh, what they did, like they implemented all the things to the TypeScript, and easily we can work with that. But without JS, if you want to work with the TypeScript, you need to install the executor. Otherwise, automatically it will create the JS file. Why? Means it is a subset of JavaScript. TypeScript is a subset of JavaScript. There will be interlink between both JS and TS, TypeScript and JavaScript.
Okay. Thanks, Hemant.
Yeah. So no one joined, I think. Like Monday also will take the demo, but it will be like actual sessions only, but only the basic things like installation and all we'll see on Tuesday, like for the regular sessions. Okay. But based upon the structure, okay, we'll cover the contents already I informed. Like first we have to go with the TypeScript, complete TypeScript we'll discuss. Then we'll go with the Playwright and we'll implement the framework. Then we'll discuss APIs and all. Doubts? So sorry to disturb on Saturdays taking the demos. So that's why maybe so many people are not joined, I think. Any doubts or clear? Hello. I'm audible, right?
This one.